from Halifax High School. The Trojans have traveled over here to take on these rough and tough Halifax Wildcats, who have an outstanding basketball team this year. And the Trojans hope that they can put an end to a big winning streak here by the Halifax Wildcats. The Wildcats have run off 18 or 19 straight. I'm not really sure. 18 was the last number I heard. And they're perfect, of course, in the league, going 9-0 in the first half, 3-0 so far here in the second half. The Trojans also 3-0 here in the second half of play, so a big ball game for both squads as we see the introduction of the players going on right now as we speak. It will be UDA sending out their standard lineup with the exception of tonight. Drew Hunter will get a chance to play for UDA and get a chance to start this ball game. He'll be in there replacing Casper Jensen, who had started the last two ball games for UD. So Jensen played an awful lot of the first ball game, so he is getting a rest here in the second half. As the Wildcats are introduced, of course, you have the leader boys out here, James and John Leader, two of the spark plugs of this ball club, but there are a lot of spark plugs. Travis Bills, also a big ball player for Halifax, as is Hyson, and then finally that Chris Ruff. So the Halifax Wildcats put their undefeated record on the line tonight against the Trojans. Now, just for interest, it is noted in the paper that Coach Hay gave me that Halifax averages 91 points per ball game. 91. That's unheard of here in the TVL, but they've got it, and so it'll be a tough uphill battle for UD, I think, but we'll see what happens. Just had a fine rendition of the national anthem, and I know that this crowd is excited, folks. The coaches have got to be excited. The players have got to be excited as Coach Hayne goes head-to-head here with Coach Leader of Halifax, and the boys are ready. It looks like we're going to see one heck of a ball game. I certainly hope so. I think the Trojans have been playing very well lately, and certainly should be able to hold their own here with the Halifax boys tonight, I would think. The crowd is a jam-packed crowd, as you might imagine. I mean, these guys are here to see a good ball game for their squad. The Trojan fans are here to see if we can't upset them. Here's the opening tip, and it's going to be controlled here to UD. Over here for Buffington, Jim Buffington passes it over there for Lentz for three, wouldn't go. Rebound comes in there to Ruff, and back with it comes Halifax real quickly. Bills on the wing. Outside here for pass underneath now for Ruff for two. It is no good. Rebound comes down there to Smith. It's Josh Smith out there along with Robertson, Buffington, Lentz, and let's see. Who am I forgetting? Oh, foul. No walk called. We're going to say that Robertson misplayed the ball that time. So that'll turn it over to Halifax. Halifax with James Leader and John Leader. This is John Leader. Inside he goes here for a shot by James Leader for two. It's good. So James Leader gets the first 2 points of the ball game. It's 2-0 Halifax. And back comes UDA now as Lentz gets ready to bring it across the timeline, spinning it over there for Robertson. Cross court will come here for Buffington. Here's Lentz picking it up. Over here is tipped out of bounds by John Leader. And UD will inbound the ball. Played nearly 1 minute. 2-0 Halifax. UD getting ready to inbound the ball right here for Hunter. Drew Hunter. Now for Buffington. Back outside. He'll spin it here for Lentz. Lentz over for Robertson. Now on the near wing it goes. For three from Buffington. It's good. Jim Buffington for three, and the Trojans lead 3-2. It's going to be a ball game similar to that all night long, I think, as Bills brings it up the court. Bounces it over the wing now in the baseline. Hyson with it. Hyson with a shot for the wing. Good for three, and Halifax leads 5-3. Hyson with a long shot. And here comes Lentz. Inside he goes with it, but a foul call. The foul will be on John Leader, his first, team's first. Non-shooting UDA will inbound the ball on the side. Jimmy Buffington getting ready to inbound the ball for UDA. Back there for Robertson. Mike bumped out at the timeline, but gets it inside here now, puts a shot up a little short. Foul called. Foul will be on James Leader, number 11 for Halifax. He'll pick up the second team foul, his first, with 6:20 remaining here in the first. Halifax up 5-3. And Mike Robertson at the line for UDA shooting 2. Should Mike be able to hit a couple of these, we will be able to tie up the ball game. Mike's first try is good. 5-4, Halifax by 1. And Robertson will look to put his second one in and gain us a tie here. Mike's second shot ties up the ball game. 5-5, 6:20 remaining here in the first period as John Leader up court with it. Nice pass inside for Ruff for 2. He missed the shot. Rebound comes down here to Drew Hunter. Drew will push it ahead here now for Lentz, who has a little trouble with it. Picks it up, gets it up here. It's going to be tapped away by Heisem. Back there for James Leader. Inside, a shot by Bills wouldn't go. Ball tapped around inside. It's going to go out of bounds off Halifax. So Halifax a little cold here now on the inside shooting. They've missed a couple of layups and peepers and everything else. And that play very well designed, very well executed, but not finished off. Well, the Trojans buy a little time here now. Over the wing it goes here for Drew Hunter. Drew will pick it up. Or that's rather Buffington. Here comes Jim on the baseline for 2. Off the side of the glass, no good. Rebounded in there to Chris Ruff. Ahead they'll come with it now, but stolen away, tapped away, and stolen back here by UD. Here comes Hunter with it. Hunter stopping, giving it back on the wing over here now for Lentz. And now Mike Robertson right with a shot for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Ruff. And Ruff will drop it back now for that John Leader. John goes to take it inside, but a hold foul will be called on Lentz, his first. Non-shooting, Halifax will inbound the ball. 5:21 left here in a 5-5 first period. Chris Ruff outside here for John Leader. Leader for 2. It is no good. And on the rebound, controlled in here to Lentz. Lentz is double teamed. Gets it ahead here now for Drew Hunter. Back over here for Buffington. Jim swinging it out here for Hunter. Hunter takes it inside. Puts the shot off the glass in. Good for 2. Drew Hunter for 2. The Trojans lead 7-5. And I'll tell you what, if the Trojans can get a lead here, it'll certainly quiet this crowd down. Bills plays it over here for James Leader. His shot, or John Leader, his shot no good, but a foul underneath. Looks like the foul might be on Chris Ruff. It is. Foul is on Ruff underneath. He went slamming into somebody, and Chris picks up the personal foul. Team's third. For Chris, his first. 4:50 remaining here in the first period. And UDA will inbound the basketball. Trojans could open up a 4-point margin here if we can get a bucket here now as Lentz picks up the dribble. Bouncing it here for Robertson. We'll try to stay back a little to let you know what the guys are doing underneath. There's a pass tapped out of there by John Leader. And Buffington getting ready to inbound the ball. 4:35 left here in the first quarter. They inbound it right here. Smith back to Buffington on the baseline. He goes underneath with it here for Huffman. Nick Huffman, who was in the game. Turnaround shot by Smith. Good for 2. Josh Smith for 2. Trojans lead 9-5. 4:20 left here in the first quarter. Pass inside. Turnaround shot for 2 is good. That was Bills, I believe. Or Heisem, rather. And back comes the Trojans, leading 9-7. Ball stolen away on a bad pass. Back with it they come for number 21. He ran with it first, though. Yes, walk called. Walk called. That'll give the Trojans a ball back with 3:59 left here in the first quarter. Here comes Lentz with it. Ball nearly stolen out there by Bills, and then they're going to say he walked with it. Lentz got tangled up there as Travis Bills kind of messed him up that time, and into the ball game comes Shadle for UDA. Brett Shadle in there to replace Ryan Lentz for Upper Dauphin. Bills will pass it over, and the wing it goes now. This is that James Leader inside. Now Leader from outside for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped around in here, controlled by Heisen for 2. No good. Return shot by Rupp wouldn't go, but a foul is called on Nick Huffman. And Chris Ruff will go to the line shooting 2. First foul on Nick Huffman, and Ruff misses his first shot. So with 3:33 left here in the first period, the Trojans still lead by 2. Chris Ruff's second shot, it is no good. And a rebound comes right down there to Hunter, who throws it away. Picked up in here by James. Here's Ruff for 2. Shot blocked in there by Smith. Back with it comes Nick Huffman. Nick stopping, popping one off the glass. No good. Rebounded in there to James Leader. So both teams missing some opportunities, particularly the Halifax Wildcats. Ball loose. Fought for. And let's see who's going to get it. It's going to be picked up, and they're going to say a walk's going to be called on Jim Buffington as he went after that ball. This is going to be, and has turned out to begin already, as a riotous ball game, to say the least. I'll tell you something else. Here's Bills. Inside he goes. Now they'll pass it over here. Leader, that's off the mark, way on the far side. Pass right there for Ruff for 2. It's good. Pass out from John Leader to Chris Ruff, and Ruff put her home and tied up the game 9-9. Near steal out here. In fact, it is stolen. Away comes Leader with it for 2. It is good. He scores, and James Leader will go to the foul line shooting 1 to get 3. Foul is on Shadle, his first, and the lead goes back to Halifax now, 11-9 with 2:44 remaining here in the first quarter. And Leader will be at the line as timeout's going to be called now. Timeout called, a 20-second timeout called by Coach Hain, I guess. Yeah, Coach Hain calls a 20-second timeout. 2:44 left here in the first period. It's 11-9 Halifax. Leader at the line shooting 1. 20-second timeout is over, and James Leader back to the line now, shooting 1 to get 3. He can give his team a 3-point margin if he puts this one in, and he did. So it's 12-9 now, Halifax by 3, and back comes Lentz. Here's Ryan working it out in front. These Halifax guys are quick. Reach in, no foul. Pushing it over there for Buffington, who is in the game over in the wing here. It's shot from the side for 3 by Huffman, wouldn't go. Nick couldn't get that one to go down. Quick pass out here now, the ball tipped away. Ruff has it, pushes it back inside, but it's stolen out of there. And out of bounds with it goes Jim Buffington, but it'll be Halifax ball, as John Leader will inbound the ball for the Wildcats. 2:21 left here in the first quarter. And the ball comes back outside here. Now they go in with it to Heisem on the baseline. Shot for 2, no good. Ruff with it. He'll put a shot up and in, good. Chris Ruff, big guy in there, and he hangs in there tough for Halifax and puts that one in. A 5-point margin now for the Wildcats. There's a nice give and go inside, and a foul's going to be called on Ruff. And if it is, Ruff will pick up his, no, it's not going to be on Ruff. Check that. The foul's going to be on Bills. And for Scott Bills, it'll be his first. 2:04 left here in the first period. 14-9 Halifax. Here's Smith taking it inside for 2. It is no good. Rebound in there to Drew Hunter, and a foul called on Bills. And Bills will pick up his second foul in about the last 7 seconds, as we've got 1:57 remaining. And Bills picks up personal foul number 2, I believe. Yeah. Pass over here, stolen away. And Halifax with a good play on the inbounds pass. The Trojans a little lax that time. Here's Ruff for 2. It's no good. Rebound to Ruff for 2. No good, but he's fouled. And Chris will go to the line shooting 2. That was on Jim Buffington, his first. Chris Ruff at the line to shoot a pair. His first try, no good. Ruff's second try is no good also, and the ball comes right back down here, though. On the floor it goes, and they're going to have a tie-up, and it's going to stay Halifax ball. Robertson and Bills disagreeing on that call, as they'll speak to Mike, and the other referee had a word or two for Mr. Bills. So a lot of tension and a lot of excitement and whatever in this ball game, as Coach Leaders wants to cool things off just a little bit, so he'll call a timeout. With 1:42 remaining here in the first quarter, Halifax by 5, and we'll be right back. Halifax Wildcat timeout is over now, as James Leader gets ready to inbound the ball for the Wildcats. 1:42 left here in the period. Right into there is Ruff for 2. It's good. Couldn't stop Chris Ruff that time as the big guy come looping right into the paint and put that one home. Here comes Mike Robertson with it. Mike looking for 3. It is good. Mike Robertson for 3. And it's a 16-12 ball game. Mike gets the Trojans back to within 4. James Leader, underneath it goes here for John Leader. Back outside. Nope, Bills wanted to and then didn't. Takes it inside, puts a shot up, no good. But a foul call, foul will be on Mike Robertson. And Bills will go to the line shooting 2. Travis Bills missed his first. Did I call him Scott Bills before? I'm not sure. At any rate, Travis Bills missed his first shot. Jim Buffington checks out of the ball game. Nick Huffman in there for UD. Second shot, no good. But the rebound comes right down here to Heisen. Heisen for 3, it's good. Well, Heisen just gently took that rebound and moved out to 3-point range and just looped one in there very nicely. Kick ball here, called on James Leader. Got a leg on it. Nick Huffman inbound the ball for UD. Here for Robertson. Back to Nick Huffman. Loops it inside here for Smith. Smith makes a move on Ruff. Puts a shot up and in. Good. Josh Smith made a bucket. It's 19-14. UD trails by 5. This is John Leader. Goes into the corner here. Heisen for 3 more. What can I say? Heisen's got that touch right at the moment. It's 22-14. Halifax by 8. Mike Robertson. Mike wants to take it underneath. Pushes it there. Picked up in there by Hunter for 2. Wouldn't go, but Drew will go to the foul line. Shooting 2. Foul was on James Leader. And that would be Leader's second, maybe. Yep. With 17 seconds remaining here. Drew Hunter at the line shooting his first of 2. And his first shot is no good. Smith and Huffman check out of the ball game now for UDA. Wirtz in there, number 20 for Halifax with 17 seconds remaining. Jim Buffington and Jason Brandel back into the ball game now. Jason in there for the first time. Clock counting down here now. The Wildcats will play for the final shot. John Leader works it around out in front. 5 seconds, near wing over here. Shot by Heisen. He's the 3-point shooter. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped around in there, and that's going to do it as the quarter comes to an end. At the end of 1 period of play here at Halifax, the Trojans trailing by 7 now. It's Halifax 22, Upper Dauphin 15. Well, the second period about ready to get underway, and Upper Dauphin has the advantage of inbounding the basketball to begin period number 2. Lentz back into the ball game for UD. He's the point guard right here with the basketball. Near wing over here it comes now to Robertson. Inside here for Drew Hunter. Back out here now for Robertson. Robertson pushes a shot up, wouldn't go. Rebound, let's see, controlled over there by Smith. Smith with a jumper, short. Rebounded in here to Drew Hunter. Back outside, Mike Robertson for 3, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped around in there, controlled by Chris Ruff. And back with it comes John Leader. Over into the corner. Here's a shot knocked away nicely in there by Smith, but picked up by Leader outside for 3. No good. Rebound comes down here to Halifax. Ruff underneath with it. He is going to be tied up, or not Ruff rather, but Bill's tied up with it that time. Nicely underneath there by UD. And the Trojans come back now, having lost nothing on that exchange. And let's see if the Trojans can get a bucket here now, as Lentz will bring it up court. Near wing over here for Hunter. Drew Hunter picks up the dribble here for, let's see, who's got it? It's going to be Robertson out in front. Mike down on the baseline. Quickness of Halifax really shows up here as Buffington has that ball lost off his hands that time. Jim didn't want to do that, but the ball just kind of rolled out of there, and Halifax has it now. There's been no score here in the third. Halifax still 22. 6-15. Shot from out in front, no good. Rebound underneath there, controlled by Smith, and then out of bounds it goes off Mike Robertson. So with 6:45 left here in the first half, Halifax will inbound the ball. James Leader getting ready to do that. Pushing it back here for Heisen. Heisen playing with Bills. Bills from outside for 2, no good. Rebound comes down here, and a foul is going to be called on Heisen, or rather on Bills. And Bills will pick up personal foul number 3 on Bills. And in the first half with 6:36 to go, not a good thing for Travis Bills, but nevertheless, it'll be Leader going to, or Lentz rather, going to the line, shooting 2. First shot no good. Rebound comes down here in control by Nick Huffman. Turnaround shot wouldn't go, and a rebound picked off in there by that James Leader. James with a nice bounce pass underneath to brother John Leader, and John puts her home. 24-15, a margin back up to 9, and timeout's going to be called by Upper Dauphin. So we've got 6:19 remaining here in the first half. It's the Trojans now trailing by 9, 24-15 Halifax. Here's an ominous note for all our Trojan fans. The Halifax starting lineup, all juniors. These guys will all be back to harass the TVL next year. That's something to look forward to. Anyway, UD inbounds the ball now, and back they come. We need a couple of points here, boys. Here's Mike Robertson to see if he can do anything about that. Picks up the dribble, spins it here for Nick Huffman. Back out in front for Buffington. He'll drop it here for Mike Robertson. Mike over here for a nice pass inside for Smith. Smith for 2, blocked away, but let's see, Ruff will pick it off. Chris Ruff with a big block on Josh Smith that time as Heisen pushes it underneath here for a pass, and then Ruff picked it off, but lost it, and back with it comes Lentz, and he loses it. So both ball clubs turning it over, and Shadle will come in to replace Ryan Lentz now for UDA, as Halifax has the ball and a 9-point lead. James Leader to John Leader for 3, no good. Rebound comes down here to Huffman. Quickly ahead here for Robertson. Robertson should be able to win almost on a post. Pushed the shot up, missed it. And on the rebound, we have a tie-up as Shadle got it tied up in there with that John Leader. And Halifax will have the ball. Well, that's just how these guys play it, and they're tough. 5:32 left here in the first half. Trojans still trailing now by 9, 24-15, and let's see if we can play a little D here. Halifax has been waiting for us. They have not scored tons like they can and do often, but here comes Leader in for 2. That shot partially blocked. There's Ruff for 2, however. Chris Ruff looks like he's about 19 inches taller than anybody out there, and of course he's taller than some of the guys, but also not taller than everyone. There's a nice pass inside. Smith with a fake and then had the shot blocked away. Back with it comes Heisen for 2. It's no good, but Heisen will go to the line shooting 2 as he was fouled. Foul was on Jim Buffington, his second foul of the ball game. Brett Heisen made his first shot, and here's his second one, and it is also good. Makes it a 28-15 ball game. And the ball going out of bounds. It's going to be, well, we're going to have a conference now. One guy says Upper Dauphin, one guy says Halifax. And it's going to be off Upper Dauphin. They say that Shadle lost it, and so Halifax will inbound the ball. James Leader getting ready to inbound it. Back here for Bills, and then inside they go to Ruff. Ruff pushing it back out on the wing. Shot from the side by John Leader. No good. Rebounded in there to James Leader. James shot good. Well, James Leader just worked that one back up. Stolen away by Leader. Ball, a great pass to Bills. Shot good. That'll bring the crowd to its feet. And it does. As Halifax now running it up here, and UD will call timeout. So gives you an idea of the quickness and the dexterity and whatever else of this ball club. They are something else. 4:38 left here, 32-15. And timeout called by Coach Hain. Last time these two teams met, the high score in the ball game was that John Leader. Ruff had 19, Leader had, I think, 22. These guys have played together for so long as a squad and as a team that they kind of, you can just sense that they know where everybody's going to be. And they just have a knack of finding people out there. So The Trojans are going to have to knuckle down now and start scoring, or we're going to get blown out here by these Wildcats. It won't be the first team, that's for sure, but we were hoping for something better than this so far. Got plenty of time in this ball game. 4:38 left in the first half, and UD will inbound the ball. Nick Huffman getting ready to inbound the basketball here for Ryan Lentz, who is back in there. Pass on there, Huffman, split it back over here for Buffington. Jim Buffington picks it up, goes outside with it, now on the wing. Shot from over there by Huffman, good for two. Nick puts two down there, 32-17. James Leader with it, out in front. Inside he goes to John Leader, tries to push it inside, but look at here. Ruff will pick it up and put it in. No, he didn't. And now the Trojans have it, and a walk will be called on Lentz as he tried to get it going here and couldn't. And so the ball will go back to Halifax with 4:13 left in the half, 32-17 the score. And James Leader will inbound the ball. Right underneath it goes there for a shot by Heisen, Brett Heisen for two. And up the court it comes. Now it came loose, and of course Halifax will have it. Quickly passing it down here. Here's a shot for two by John Leader, good for two. And the Wildcats now really sparking. Here's another ball tipped away, but picked up in here by Huffman. Nick pushes it over here in the wing. Here's Buffington from outside, a long two-point try, no good. Rebound in there to Ruff of Halifax. 36-17. As Bills plays it over in the wing. Shot from over there for three. It's good. He is fouled, and that's that James Leader. He'll go to the foul line shooting one to get four. As the shot was good, makes it 39-17. And James Leader at the line shooting one. Foul on Nick Huffman was Nick's second of the ball game. Leader's shot good, makes it a 40-17 ball game now. A 23-point margin for Halifax. And UD inbounding the ball. 6:35 left in the first half. Here comes Lentz with it. Over there for Jim Buffington on the wing. Robertson's got it. Goes inside with a nice pass to Smith. Smith shot short. Rebounded in there to Heisen. Brett will fire it out here now for that James Leader. Into the corner here for John Leader on the baseline he goes, but he's fouled. And John will go to the line shooting two. Ball was on Mike Robertson, his second foul, as John Leader missed his first shot and his second shot. And back with it comes Drew Hunter for UD. Hunter working it up court over here for Lentz. Lentz will take it out in front. Circle it back over here now. Buffington from outside for three. No good on the shot. And the rebound comes down here to Leader. James Leader tries to go across the court with it, but stolen away by Mike Robertson. Mike coming back with it. 2-on-2. Has the ball go off his foot. Picked up in here by John Leader. John just loops it over here. Back for Leader. No good. Rebound comes down here to UD. And the Leader boys got a little too fancy that time, I guess. Here's a bounce pass over here for Drew Hunter. Drew trying to make a move inside. Ball stolen away by Brett Heisen. Heisen coming back over here for James Leader, and then James Leader has his shot and a foul on Lentz. And James Leader will go to the line shooting two. But before Leader can do that, his team has called timeout. So we've got 2:37 left here in the first half, and it's a 40-17 Halifax lead. Leader at the line now following the 22nd Halifax timeout, shooting two, and first shot's good. Second shot by Leader, this is that James Leader, no good. And a rebound comes down here, controlled by Bills. Into the corner it goes here for James Leader. Passes it right inside for Ruff for two. It's good. He's fouled. Foul will be on Smith. And Chris Ruff will go to the line for Halifax, shooting one to get three. Ruff missed the shot. Smith of UD picked up his first personal. So it's only one on Josh. Ruff missed a shot, lets the score remain at 40. Oh, a walk down here by Mike Robertson. So UD just getting all discombobulated all over the place tonight, as Drew Hunter will check in to replace Nick Huffman for Upper Dauphin. And it'll be John Leader inbounding the ball here for Halifax. Also George Hunter in there for UD. Here's a shot put up and in, good by Heisen. Brett Heisen put that one home. Here's Lentz. His ball stolen away. And let's see, it's going to be fought for here on the court as it'll be tied up and will remain UD ball this time. As Travis Bills that time tying that one up for Halifax. And Robertson will inbound it here for Lentz. Let's stay back, see what the boys are doing in here. Here's George Hunter into the corner here for a pass to Drew Hunter, and then inside it goes for Smith. Smith's shot is blocked. They're going to call it a tie-up, and it's going to be Halifax ball. A rough guy. Looks more like a football player or a wrestler or whatever, but boy, he play basketball. And he just put a block on Josh Smith that time. There's a pass into the corner for James Leader. Back out here for Bills. Bills from outside, no good. Rebound rolls around in there, and it's going to be, let's see, picked up by George Hunter, who will spin it back here for Lentz. Here comes Ryan up the court with it. Stopping, pushing it over there for Mike Robertson. Robertson taking it inside, and he walked with it. And we've got a minute 34 left here in the first half. 45-17 the score. As Robertson and Smith check out of the ball game for Coach Hain. And there to replace them is Shadle and Brandel. This is Bills pushing it on the wing over there. Out for Bills, right across the court it goes. I'm not sure who that was intended for, but it just about hit the photographer here. Boy, I wish I had a camera like that. Anyway, meanwhile, back here with a minute 20 remaining here and a half, comes UD. Near side over here, Hunter. Inside he goes here for Drew Hunter. Outside, Shadle for three, just off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes back out here for Halifax, and Shadle will pick off that errant pass, and then has it tipped loose, but picked up by George Hunter. George Hunter has his pass stolen away by Halifax, and then Shadle will have it. He's clipped at the 12-yard line. Clipping will be the call on number 13, John Leader. Bills out of the ball game now. Listener and Crum in there. 14 is Crum. 22 is Listener. As Shadle goes to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot is no good. Rebounded in there to Hyson. We'll drop it back here now for that Leader fella. This is John over here for Hyson. Hyson would like three. Hyson's got three more. That's about 3 threes for Brett Hyson. It's at a 48-17 ball game now. As UD starts to really suffer the onslaught here by these Wildcats. Shot up there by George Hunter, no good. Back with it comes John Leader. Over into the corner he goes with it. Hyson back here for Leader. Now inside they try to take it on the baseline, but it's going to go out of bounds. Off Hyson, off, no, not Hyson. Okay, that was that Crum, I believe. Actually off Listener. Bills takes the seat with 26 seconds remaining here in the first half. And then UD trying to get it up court here. Here's Nick Huffman with a little trouble. He's double teamed, but now he'll get it here for George Hunter over the wing. Shot from over there for three by Lentz is good. And that makes it a 48-20 ball game. Halifax by 28. Hyson over to the corner. Here's Listener. Listener for two, no good. Rebounded inside there. Let's see. They're going to say it went out of bounds off Crum, number 14. So the Trojans will inbound the ball with 2.3 seconds left here in the half. And here it comes. Shadle will have to throw an awful long one up here. That won't go. As the clock sounds to end the first half of the ball game, but it's been a Halifax first half as usual. The Wildcats 48, the Trojans 20 at halftime. Back with the second half in just a moment. Well, the teams are back on the court. The Trojans just arriving on the court now. Did not have a warm-up period here to begin the second half of play. Coach Hain, I guess, giving them the bedevils in there for the way this first half went. But nevertheless, they're going to give it a whack here the second half of play, as the Trojans will have the advantage of inbounding the ball to begin the second half here at Halifax, with that seemingly unsurmountable 29 or 28-point lead, but you never know. And Lentz takes it out front here for UD. Hey, we get 10 threes in a row quick. We've got 30 points, and we're right in there. Here's Drew Hunter putting a shot up, wouldn't go, but a foul called. And Drew will go to the line for UDA. He'll be shooting 2. Foul was on Brett Heisen, his first of the ball game. As Drew Hunter puts his first shot up, but it won't go. Here's Heisen, or here's Hunter's second try, no good. The ball tipped back here to Drew Hunter. On the wing it comes over here for 3 from Robertson, but that wouldn't go, and picked off in there by John, the leader. And John Leader will slow it down here for Halifax. They'll try to set something up. No, he won't. He'll go for 3. No good. Ruff for the rebound. Ruff, turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound controlled in there by Hunter for UD, and then stolen away here by Leader, and he puts his, or by the Bills, he puts his shot up, and he is fouled by Lentz. Bills will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Foul was on Ryan Lentz, his third, and he checks out of the ball game now. Shadle back in there for Ryan. As Travis Bills puts his one and only shot up, no good. Rebound tipped right back here to Bills. He fires a shot up, no good again, and back comes Shadle. Shadle with a bounce pass. Tried to go over here to Robertson, and then tapped out of there as Heisen got a hand on it. And the officials will confer. It's going to stay down here at UD. And Shadle will inbound the ball for Upper Dauphin. 7:14 left here. We played 46 seconds of the third period. Shot by Smith, short. Rebound shot put up by Robertson, wouldn't go. And on the rebound, we're going to have Bills picking up, or Heisen picking up his second foul. Be non-shooting, but Brett Heisen will pick up personal foul number 2. Team foul number 2 here for the second half. He has both of them. From the side for 3. Good by Jim Buffington. So, see, now we only need 9 more, and we're right back in this one. Here comes John Leader. John picking up the dribble, goes across the court, threw it away. No, saved in there by Bills. Back inside here for James Leader. He has the ball stolen away from him. Picked up here by Robertson. Robertson going up for 2, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here to James Leader. Back here for John Leader. John Leader, 15-foot try, no good. Tip in, no good. Ruff with it, no good, but a foul. And Chris Ruff will go to the line, shooting 2 for Halifax. Foul was on UDA's Jim Buffington. Jim's third with 6:34 remaining here as Ruff puts his first shot up, no good. 6:34 remaining in the third period, I might add. Ruff missed the pair, and the rebound comes down there to Mike Robertson, and Mike will start it up court. Mike here for Shadle, over there for Robertson. Robertson goes to take it inside, puts a shot up, no good, but he's fouled. And Robertson will be going to the line for UDA. He will be shooting 2. Foul was on Travis Bills, his 4th. So he has really got to skate slowly now as Mike Robertson puts his first shot in, and Bills will check out of the ball game. In there to replace him, number 22 for Halifax. That's that Listener. And here's the second try by Robertson. It's good. 50-25. UD has cut the margin in half now as James Leader brings it up court here for Heisen. Into the corner it goes. This is Listener. Back out here for James Leader, over in a wing. Shot from over there for 3, no good. And on the rebound, I think it went up and hit the thing above the goal or whatever. So it'll be UD ball. 6:08 left here in the third. Shadle will pass it back over here for Robertson. Robertson across the court it goes, but it's stolen away. Picked up in there by John Leader. John Leader right underneath with a big, quick pass. No good, but there's that Ruff for 2 more. Ruff is 6'6". They have him listed in the book as 6'6". Shadle had a little bit of trouble with it, and then they're going to call a walk as Brett couldn't quite put the brakes on over there and skidded to a halt, and they called him for the walk. And timeout called by Coach Hain. 52-25. The numbers are the same, except they're reversed. With 5:47 left here in the third. Okay, the timeout is over. It's a full timeout. And the Leader boys will inbound the ball. James Leader with it. Circling inside here for Ruff. Back to James Leader. Near side over here of John Leader. Now James. James would like 3. No good that time. Rebound comes down inside there, and a foul's got to be called on Heisen. Heisen will pick up his third, all of them coming here in the third period, and we've only played 2.5 minutes. So he'll pick up another personal, his third. Here's a ball stolen away in the inbounds pass. Shot put up no good, but it's going to send James Leader to the foul line, shooting 2. Foul was on Josh Smith. Josh picks up his second. Leader puts his first shot up, no good. Nick Huffman checking into the ball game to replace Josh Smith for UDA. As James Leader attempts to put his second one in, and this one is good. 53-25. Near steal in there by that James Leader, but UD still has it. Here's Robertson looping it ahead here now for Huffman. Nick will dump it over there to Shadle, back for Nick Huffman. Inside it goes here for Drew Hunter. Now they'll swing it on the wing over here for Buffington. Buffington, 12-foot try, good. Jimbo Buffington with a nice 12-footer from the baseline. Here's a pass on the other end, though, for Heisen for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound here to Ruff. Will go. Chris Ruff with another bucket. 55-27. A wreck out in the middle of the court, but no call. Here's Buffington. Did Jim get 3 out of that? No, not that time. Ruff with a rebound for Halifax, pushing it over there. Now as they quickly go up court here for James Leader, John Leader over here for Brett Heisen. And Heisen teaming up with John Leader, that was. And they put her home. Here's Drew Hunter. Pushing it here for Buffington. Now they'll swing it across there for Shadle. Brett goes into the wing with it for Nick Huffman. Shadle inside here for Drew Hunter. Drew spin around shot, good. Drew Hunter with a 12-foot spin around shot for UD. And up with it comes Halifax. This is John Leader over into the baseline here for a shot. It's good. And James Leader will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. 4:09 left here in the third. 59-29. 30-point lead now as Nick Huffman picked up his third personal foul. And James Leader at the line shooting 1. Give his team 60 points if he made it, and he did. It is now 60-29, a 31-point margin here for the Halifax Wildcats. Stolen out of bounds, knocked out of bounds here is John Leader, got a hand on it. Brandel in there, Jason Brandel, 55 in there for UD. They'll push it in here now for Robertson. Here comes Mike with it. Mike pushing it across over there for Nick Huffman. Nick pushes it up off the glass, good for 2. Nice bucket there by that tricky Nick Huffman. Leader picking it up over here for John Leader. Back to James Leader. James Leader will take it on the baseline for 2. It's good. James Leader drives the right baseline for 2 more. 62, and here comes Robertson with it, and they're going to say Mike turned it over. One heck of a big dribble there as UD getting more and more frustrated with these Wildcats, that's for sure. They're that kind of a team. They can get on to you. That's for sure. They'll pass it on to the wing. But these guys are very good basketball team, to say the least. Here's Leader taking it inside for 2. It'll go, of course, and foul is called, and John will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Smith in for Brandel. Shadle comes in for Robertson for UD, as John Leader goes to the line, shooting 1 to get his 3, and he got it. 65-31. Here's Buffington with a pass ahead here for Smith. Back to Jim Buffington. Jim from outside for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Ruff. He has it stolen away in there by Nick Huffman. Nick tries to put a shot up underneath, and it wouldn't go. And back with it comes John Leader for Halifax. Over here for a shot from outside by Heisen. No good. And on the rebound, Buffington will pick up his 4th personal foul, I believe. Jim kind of going over the back to get a hold of that one. And that'll be number 4 for Jim. Crum into the ball game to replace Ruff, and Crum is going to be fouled. And he is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul was on Josh Smith, his third, as Crum, who just recently entered the ball game, will go to the line shooting 2. And his first shot is no good. Crum's second shot has Listener back in there, number 22. His second shot wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to UD and tapped loose. And then let's see, they'll seal it back in here for John Leader. But it's picked up in here by Lentz. Lentz ahead here quickly for Shadle. He has his pocket picked by John Leader. John stopping, pushes one over in the wing over there. It's going to go out of bounds off UD. With 2:43 remaining here in the third period. And it will be Ruff returning to the ball game. He will replace James Leader in there for Halifax. From the wing for 3. No good. In and out of spins. Ball tipped around, and Ruff will pick up the foul, I do believe. Yep, I believe Chris Ruff's going to pick up that personal. And let's see. It's going to be Ruff checking out of the ball game as let's see, they put in number 15 here. That's Chubb. 15 for Halifax. UD to inbound the ball. 2:39 left here in the third period. And he'll force his way ahead here as George Hunter pushing it over here now as Halifax putting all kinds of pressure on now. This is Shadle with it. Shadle had the ball stolen away. Back with it comes John Leader. Shadle after him, and he knocks the ball out of bounds. Ooh, looked like all arm that time. I hate to say it, Brett. We'll have to look at that one again. Wow. Brett got a call there, I believe, but nevertheless, with 2:22 remaining here in the third, 65-31. And Halifax substituting as John Leader gets ready to inbound this ball. Right underneath for Ruff and hold everything. Before the shot, we have a foul. Smith picked up his 4th personal foul. He leaves the ball game as Jason Brandel comes in there to replace Josh for UDA. Chris Ruff at the line, shooting 1. Missed it. And back comes the Trojans. Here's Robertson pushing it down here for Shadle, and then out of bounds it goes. So just about everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for UD tonight with 2:13 remaining in the third. 65-31. And tribute really to Halifax, let's face it, they have created havoc out here for UD with their quickness and with their intensity always after that basketball. And here's a nice pass inside for Ruff for 2. Good pass inside for from James Leader. And here's a ball stolen away by James Leader for 2. Wouldn't go that time. I don't know what happened. John Leader, rather. He'll go to the line shooting 2. John Leader will shoot 2. His first shot, no good. Foul was on Mike Robertson, his third, as Leader puts his second shot in, 68-31. And on the inbounds pass, here comes Smeltz with it. He has the ball stolen away. Bills picks it off, tries to go underneath with it, and then is underneath, and a foul under there again as it becomes a foul extravaganza here now as again John Leader will go to the line for Halifax shooting 2. Wilbert into the lineup up for Halifax as Leader made his first and second one. So John Leader good 2 for 2, 70-31, minute 43 left here in the third. Quick pass down here for George Hunter. George will pick it up, push it back outside here, near stolen away. Robertson has it over there for Lentz, who is in the ball game. Now they go inside, but it is stolen away. Ruff, quick outlet up here for John Leader. John Leader for 2, good. John Leader for 2 more, and Halifax keeps the forecourt pressure on the Trojans with a 72-31 lead. Here is Drew Hunter. Drew spinning it inside, shot and a foul. Foul will be probably on number 24 of Halifax. Foul was on number 24, Wilbert of Halifax, as Drew Hunter goes to the foul line to shoot 2 and missed the first one. Halifax will send in 4 more guys as the Leader boys do have a seat now, as do Ruff and the Bills. Boy, these guys have played yet another fantastic ball game here for the Halifax Wildcats. Drew Hunter's second shot, good. 72-32, a 40-point ball cheer for the Wildcats. Pass over the near wing over here now as Halifax has some new blood in there, and this young fella here, number 20, Wirtz, is going to lose that one out of bounds. And so with a 1:08 left here in the third, UD will go to work. They double team the ball carrier. And they'll throw it away over here as it goes out over Mike Robertson's head and out of bounds with 1:03 left in the third. Trojans just wish this one would get over. That's all there is to it. Halifax enjoying it, but the Trojans not thinking much of this one at all. For three, no good. Rebound comes down in there, controlled to Lentz, and then he's fouled. And he'll be going to the line shooting 1-and-1. Here's Ryan's first try. It's good. Nice bucket by Ryan Lentz. 72-33. 53.5 seconds left here in the third. Lentz's second shot, good. Ryan for two. 34-72. 72-34. So, push it up court here now as it comes across, but picked off in there by Drew Hunter. Drew will walk with it as he tries to get stopped but couldn't. So he'll be charged with a walk. 40 seconds remaining in the third. 12 out there is Shoup. It's a Shoup dribbling around with it. In the corner he goes, looking for three over there. Young fellow wouldn't go. Return shot put up there by 20, blocked away. And a foul called underneath. And that's going to send Nick Huffman to the foul line for UD, and Nick will be shooting a 1-and-1. Foul was on number 20, Wirtz, his first. Huffman's first shot, good. Second shot by Nick Huffman, no good. Rebound, let's see, comes back to Nick Huffman. Spin around 14-foot jumper, no good. Rebound tipped loose underneath there. George Hunter picks it up and puts it in for two for UDA. 17 seconds remaining here in the third period. Pass ahead here now for that number 30 guy. He'll lose it, picks up the dribble, pushes it over the baseline. Shot from over there for two, good. With 7 seconds remaining, that's that number 25, Reynolds. The ball passed underneath, lost out of bounds, but doesn't matter as the buzzer sounds to end the third period. But again, all Halifax. It's 74-37 at the end of three. Fourth period underway. Halifax with the advantage of inbounding. Over the wing it goes. Shot from over there looking for three. No good. Rebound comes down in there to Smith. Basically, let's see. Starting lineup in there. Yeah, starting lineup for both teams beginning the fourth period. Now, Halifax has played a lot with the subs, I guess, this year, you would think. And here's Smith being fouled by Ruff. Smith will go to the line shooting a pair because of the outrageous scores that they've run up here. And so everybody on the Halifax squad gets a chance to play, and I'm sure Coach Leader will let the starters in there for a little bit, and then they'll be back to some of the other guys. First shot by Josh Smith is good. Kind of a long ball game. Second shot good. Long ball game, and of course when you're trailing it gets longer yet. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this one as Bills has it on the baseline looking for two. It's good. Travis Bills for two more. 76-39. Remember, Halifax averages 92 points per game. It's almost a pro idea there. Here's a shot from the wing for two by Brett Shadle, no good, and the rebound comes down here. They'll pass it up here quickly for that James leader, and then they're going to call James for a walk. He got tripped up underneath the basket. He's okay, and back comes UD. Trojans, or rather Halifax now takes the forecourt pressure off UD as the Trojans are allowed to bring it up court. Smith over in the baseline here for shot from outside by Lentz for three. Good. Or Shadle, I beg your pardon. Brett Shadle for three. Nice bucket by Brett. Back with it comes Leader. He wants those three back, and not that time, but a return shot put up no good. Ruff tips it up no good. Ball comes back here for Shadle. Quickly he'll outlet it here for Smeltz. Smeltz for two. It's good. So Brent Smeltz in there along with Brett Shadle. That was Brent looking for two. 76-44. Over in the wing it goes. On the baseline they'll drive it. Push it out in front. Stolen away in there by by UD, and then Halifax steals it right back again. There's another pass put inside here. Ruff for two. Wouldn't go. Tip up. No good. Rebounded back here to Drew Hunter, and back comes Smeltz for two. To Buffington. No good. Rebounded inside there to Heisem. Back here for James Leader. James wants to go all the way with that one, and he did, but he's fouled. And James will go to the line now, shooting two freebies. Foul is on number 21, Smeltz, his first. First shot by James Leader is good. 77-44. You got a pair of 7s and a pair of 4s. And a bad poker hand, I guess. Second shot, good. 78-44. 6:08 left here in the ball game. And Smeltz coming up court with it for the Trojans. Here's Shadle. Shadle over there for Smeltz. Smeltz steps inside looking for a 2. No good. Rebound tipped around in there, but controlled here by Hyson. His pass just about hits the man standing over here on the end line. And Smith will inbound the ball. 5:50 left here in the ball game. He'll inbound it here for Smeltz, who will drop it back now for Shadle. Brett over in a wing. Huffman in there for Smith. Smith right underneath here for Drew Hunter. Drew's turnaround shot, partially blocked. Put up again, however, by Nick Huffman for 2. Nice bucket by Nick. Here's a pass on the wing. Shot from over there for 3. No good. Rebounded right in here to UD. A quick pass up here for Drew Hunter. Drew for 2. It's good. Oh, the Trojans now making it look good anyway. It's 48-78. Got the margin back to 30 anyway. Shot from the wing for 3, short. Rebounded right in here to Nick Huffman, who will push it over here now for Shadle. And Brett had it stolen away. They give it to Ruff. Ruff for 2. Good. Chris Ruff for 2. Smeltz near wing over here for Huffman, and Huffman is fouled. And Ruff will pick up his 12th foul. No, not. Chris doing all right here. It will be Ruff's 4th foul, however. And see if Drew can make a couple. No, he missed the first one. It's 80-48, 4:49 left here in the ball game. As Lentz back in there for UDA. He will replace Shadle. Second shot by Hunter wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Halifax. And back comes that John Leader. Over here for brother James. Across the court it goes. Hyson wants to take it in. Pushes it over here for James Leader. He wants 3, and James Leader has got 3. 83-48. Here's Lentz for UD. Into the wing. Drew Hunter takes it inside, puts the shot up, no good. And let's see, on the rebound, Hunter still has it, but his shot is blocked away there again. And back comes Leader inside for Ruff. Ruff for 2. Good. 85-48. Timeout called by Coach Leader. He'll call time now, as it's going to be a 20-second one. 4:08 left here in the ball game. 85-48 Halifax. Okay, the Trojans will put the ball back in play now with 4:08 remaining in the ball game, as Lentz brings her down court for UD. Here's Smeltz over there for Lentz. Lentz on the wing he goes, and a foul called down here on, or no foul, I guess it was a, something happened there that they gave the ball back to Halifax. I'm not sure what. Number 12 in here is Shoup. He'll push it over here for that 31 Hain. 14 has it. Shot from outside for 3, just off the rim, no good. A rebounded in here to Smeltz. And Brett will bring it up court. Into the corner it goes for Wenzel. Now they'll bounce it right underneath here. Shot put up by Jensen, wouldn't go. Ball still loose and picked up in there now by Halifax. Halifax is Chubb with it. Near side over here, Hain with a shot from outside, no good. Rebound comes back out here, and Chubb has it again. He'll try to take it in, pushes a nice pass right underneath for Lister, and Lister puts it in for 2. That's number 22 out there. Here's Shadle coming back with it for UD. Out front it is for UD. Nice pass inside Smith for 2. It's good. Nice pass that time inside. Josh Smith didn't miss it. He put her home. 87-50, 2:50 left here in the game. Shot from outside by Crum for 3 is good. Well, there's the 90 points for Halifax now, as Crum hits a long 3-pointer. 90-50, a 40-point margin. And Pass over here for Smeltz. Smeltz would like 3. Ooh, looked good from here, but not too good as it's picked off in there by Halifax, and back they come. Over in the wing. Shot for 3. Short. Rebound comes down here. Now it's going to be controlled by Smeltz. 2:12 left here in the ball game. Smeltz for UD. Inside it goes. Smith, turnaround shot, no good. And on the rebound, going to be controlled in there by 14. Pass up here for Hain, picked off by Smeltz. Smeltz coming back with it for UD. Puts it over in a wing, and it's going to be saved inside here to Smith. Josh with some trouble with it. Stop, putting an 8-footer up. Good. Josh Smith for 2 more. Where is he? There he is. 90-52, a minute 35 left. Shot for 3, no good. Rebounded in there to Jensen, or to, not Jensen, but wait, I'll get him yet. Picked off here by Hain. Hain coming back for Halifax. Bounce pass over there for that 15. Chubb and Chum for 2. And timeout called by Halifax, I guess. I'm not even sure. At any rate, a minute 22 remaining in this one. 92-52 Wildcats. Okay, with a minute 20 remaining now in the ball game. UD has Shadle in there along with Nick Huffman. This is Nick. And Nick takes it inside. Going to go all the way and lost the handle on it. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Halifax ball. 1:10 remaining. Inbound pass picked up here by number 20, Wirtz. And Wirtz spinning over in a wing over there for Listener. Back out here for Wirtz. Inside they'll go with it. Now back out. Wirtz for 3. Nope, just off the mark. And let's see. Rebound underneath there. Put up and in by Listener. Number 22. 94-52 inside of a minute. Matter of fact, about 43 seconds remaining here in this one. Nick Huffman with it. Nick on the baseline. He'd like 3. Nope, not that time. Rebound comes down inside there and picked up by Halifax, and they'll throw it out of bounds with just 36 seconds left in this one. And it's 94-52. Inbounded here for Shadle. Shadle over in the baseline there for Drew Hunter. He tries to go inside to Smith, but it's tapped and fouled, and Smith will go to the line shooting 1-and-1. Smith will not go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Smith will go to the line shooting 2. So let's see if Josh can get 1 or 2 of these in here just for the heck of it. First shot, good. 94-53. Second shot, no good. Yes, good. 94-54. 40-point bulge. Listener from outside for 3. It's good. And with 20 seconds, it's 97-54. And back with it come the Trojans with 15 seconds remaining. Here's Hunter for 2. Wouldn't go, and a foul underneath. Or not Hunter, rather Huffman. I mean Nick Huffman, rather. Crowd, of course, thinks the Halifax Wildcats ought to get 100, and they've got 12 seconds. Nick's first try, good. 97-55. And this will probably be the last rush up court for the Halifax Wildcats. Second shot by Huffman's good. 97-56. Up come the Halifax Wildcats. They're going to look for 3. That's good, and they got 100 points. Halifax with 100 points versus UD. It's 100-55 as the game comes to an end. So you got to congratulate the Halifax Wildcats on an absolutely outstanding ball game here tonight against the UDA Trojans. Halifax continues their winning ways. They go now about 20-0, something like 18 or 19-0. 4-0 here in the second half. The Trojans drop to 3-1 here in the second half, but a tremendous effort by the Halifax Wildcats. I mean to tell you, these guys really are a devastating basketball team. Final score, Halifax 100, the Upper Dauphin Trojans 56. Well, there you have it from Halifax. What a lot of us hoped would be a close ball game ends up a 44-point blowout by the Halifax Wildcats. So we congratulate Coach Leader and all those boys, and the Trojans will get back and play some normal, quote, normal teams coming up here now next Tuesday, and hope we can pick it up again and just continue on here in the second half. That's the first loss for the Trojans, and for Halifax, they just continue to pound away at it and continue to win. So congratulations to those boys, and we'll see you later. Final score again, Halifax 100, UDA 56. Good night from Halifax. Not really a good night.